Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. You know, CNN and these other leftist networks have been trying to run away from the fake news moniker for a while. You know, they thought the glory days were gonna last forever, that people would never catch on to their games. You know, they thought the good times were gonna last forever, where they could lie to the American people with absolute impunity, but obviously it was gonna catch up to them at some point. And now thanks to the advent of the internet, well, it seems as though there's a little bit of a catalyst here, speeding up this natural reaction. And that frankly is a reaction of disgust as more and more people are realizing that the mainstream media, for the most part, is in fact totally fake, and of course totally untrustworthy. You know, I don't know about you guys, but I'm noticing a shift in the zeitgeist. It's almost just universally accepted at this point that the media is fake. I mean, just take a look at what happened on Stephen Colbert's show the other night.
I know you guys are objective over there, that you just report the news as it is. Oh, I know. CNN makes a. I know.
Was that supposed to be a laugh line?
I wasn't supposed to be, but I guess it is.
You know, that's a predominantly leftist audience laughing at an unironic statement that Stephen Colbert was presenting because they thought, I mean, surely he was joking, right? Everybody gets it. You know, initially Donald Trump called CNN fake news.
You are fake news.
It was an attack on journalists and journalism. He's putting journalists' lives in harm's way. You know, it was real controversial back then, but I guess now it's just the status quo. Everybody knows and everybody seems to agree that these mainstream media outlets are nothing but fake news propaganda outlets. You know, that particular red pill is something that's blossoming. That's the topic for this video. We got a Joe Rogan clip that's going viral here. It's obvious that our worldview is spreading. Let's have a conversation about it. We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. All right, folks, so just like I was saying in the intro, you know, people are starting to see things exactly the way that we've been describing them since back in the 2016 period.
Hey, everybody used to like Trump. Like the show, you ever seen like videos of Trump on The View with Barbara Walters back when they liked him? You ever seen that?
Yes, but I can't remember what you're referring to.
You should see it because it's bonkers. This is it. Watch this. This is bonkers. Go full screen. This is literally bonkers.
A real estate mogul and a television star. But does he really want to add president of the United States to his resume? A lot of people would like him to. Please, let's find out, and please welcome my friend, Donald Trump.
My friend.
My friend. Watch this. Just watch this. This is nuts. We're in an alternative universe. Okay? Because this is not that long ago.
Go standing O.
Bro, watch this. Just watch how this goes. Watch this. So she's a Republican. That's easy.
Yep.
But everybody else.
Look at Joy. Can't wait to get a hug in.
Yeah, everyone's hugging. Look at this. Look at this. Kisses, hugs, kisses to Whoopi. Everybody hugs and kisses. Even Joy Behar hugs and kisses.
Even Joy Behar hugs and kisses.
See? Now watch this.
So I'm going to take you at your word that you have not decided yet when you're going to run, but you're thinking about it, and you've expressed some of your views, which are controversial and in many ways, but
not to her.
Well, not to her. Okay, you're a Republican, so, but let's say that you do decide in the spring, right? And your ideas resonate so much. On the other hand, you know, we saw Newt Gingrich apologizing for his marriages and divorces. You've had 3 marriages, 2 sort of uncomfortable divorces. Do you think that
not really. They were very comfortable.
Well, we won't review all that. Do you think
Getting laughs right away.
that would bother anybody?
I think the country is doing so badly, they want somebody that's going to help it. I think the country is never been in a position like it is right now. It's being ripped off by every nation, every intelligent nation in the world, whether it's China. They're taking our jobs, they're making all our product, and then they loan us back the money, we pay them interest.
That is
Whether
crazy.
it's OPEC.
That's crazy.
OPEC, which is
look at this. Watch
having
this.
a field day right now. How about the Arab League? They say, we want you to go in and attack Libya. These are the wealthiest countries in the world. Why aren't they paying us?
Okay,
Why
so
aren't
then they change their minds also.
But you didn't answer my question.
No, I did answer your question.
Well,
I really
you
think
it won't
people.
matter.
I think maybe 10 years ago it would have mattered. 5 years ago.
Yeah.
The fact is, I think people want somebody now that's going to protect them and protect this country, because we're not going to be a great country for long if we keep going the way we're going right now.
If you,
The audience cheers.
Yeah.
When we have France leading the charge, okay? France, this is our new leader. By the way, they led for about 2 hours. After that, nobody's seen them. I don't know if you know that or
closer
not.
than geographically, so they
Let me
should.
just ask a follow-up question to
Their
that.
lead is the point.
Let me just ask
instead
a
of the other way.
follow-up question to that. Let's say you run, You've given a lot of thought for this. Who would you like as your vice president? Possibly Sarah Palin?
Well, I think it's far too early even to discuss that. I'm going to make a decision sometime prior to June. I'm thinking about it very strongly. I think I'd do a really good job. I think I'd protect this country like it's not being protected. You know, it's funny. So many of the things I say, now politicians are saying, hey, that's right. Why aren't they paying us? If you look at North Korea, South Korea, we're protecting South Korea. They're making a fortune. Let's call it hundreds of billions of dollars of profit on us. We have 25,000 soldiers over there protecting them. They don't pay us. Why are they paying us?
You'd be treating this like a business.
No. A business with heart.
Okay.
Believe me, there's a lot of heart. It's a business, but it's also a business with heart. We will destroy this country. It won't be a war. If the economics of this country keep going the way they're going, we're not going to have a country.
You're kind of a social liberal, Donald. You know, you're a social liberal. Could you actually get the base to vote for you in the primary?
Well, every poll is saying that I'm the one that does the best. They're doing polls.
They actually have you a higher approval rating than Mitt Romney, Tim Pawlenty, John Boehner. But out of those,
So let's just pause and think.
He's very poised. He's listening.
He's
grasp
the 180.
Yeah.
That the media's taken on him since he decided to be president.
Yeah.
When you see the machine go after a guy, we've never seen the machine go after someone as bold-faced. You know, the prosecutions, the Russiagate stuff on television every night, all of it. And then to see just a few years ago, they loved him.
Yeah.
Exactly the point that we've been talking about. You know, obviously the goal since back in 2016, the mainstream media's goal, priority number one, I mean, they've spent, if you think about it, probably trillions of dollars collectively in terms of resources, effort, manpower over the last 8 years dedicated to this task, and that's the task of destroying Donald Trump. And of course, that task started day one, the moment he became competitive. And we can simply go back in time and see where that switch happened. I mean, Donald Trump was the golden boy. All the talk shows loved having him on. You know, everybody in the entertainment industry would go on and on about how great he was, how generous he was, how funny he was and charismatic, how good The Apprentice was. You know, there's so many of these stories.
What do you think of Trump the guy? You know him, obviously. What do you think of him?
Well, as I always say, he's the only guy in my Hollywood career that ever returned a favor and gave me back more than I had given him. I think he has such integrity, and he is really funny.
Yeah.
Hillary accidentally bumped into me, and she very civilly said, "Pardon me."
What favor did he return?
It was my second or third HBO stand-up special. He let me film it at Trump, Atlantic City.
Atlantic City, yeah.
And not only that, but he drove me out in his Packard on stage, got out and escorted me to the microphone, which was so lovely.
The narrative around Trump was that he was genuinely a good guy. And for the most part, he was being treated relatively fairly until he became the Republican nominee. Then, of course, it was all out war. Okay, now he's no longer our friend, now he's a threat to our power, our control, and all of a sudden Trump's name went on a list. He went from the good boy list to the naughty boy list, and Operation Destroy Him at Any and All Cost began. It's obvious. Everybody freaking sees it. Joe Rogan's playing it in front of his average viewership audience of over 11 million viewers, and then it's getting clipped up and shipped out across the internet to probably another, let's call it, close to 100 million plus impressions on top of that. You know, the word is getting out. The culture is starting to experience a collective moment of retrospection. People are simply looking back and thinking, man, you know, it is kind of true. They did do this guy dirty. I mean, look how they used to treat him. He was the golden boy. He could do no wrong. Trump's face was everywhere. His name was everywhere. He was a totally accepted American public figure. And then the moment he runs as a Republican, all of a sudden, he's Vladimir Putin's puppet. He's a fascist. He's literally Hitler. He wants to kick Mexican people in the shin. I mean, it's totally unreal. You know, all of a sudden he goes from good guy Don to frickin' Hitler. People are waking up to the media manipulations, the purposeful omissions of facts. It's becoming increasingly obvious that these mainstream media outlets are operated by a shadowy cabal of big city elitists. I guess all the kooky tinfoil hat deranged conspiracy theorists were onto something during that Thanksgiving dinner back in 2016 after all, huh? Everybody realizes what the media's doing. Everybody realizes how fake they are. Now I guess the question is, how much longer do you think they're gonna keep getting away with it? I don't know. I guess we'll have to see. Anyways, that's pretty much what I got for you guys on this one. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and possibly subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.